Hi, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines, where we're out on, well, it should be our swimming pool deck, but it's turned out to be a workshop area because we're in a hurry to, well, actually not so much of a hurry now. We had a false alarm, thought that they were coming today or yesterday morning or the middle of the night, and it turns out that our meeting with the DSWD will be possibly, they'll come and see our office, make sure all the certificates are on the wall, and we're building desks and furniture and stuff like that. But Dewayne and lovely May, who are fresh out of their honeymoon period, and they're now talking.
Sorry.
They're now well, the honeymoon's not over just yet. Okay, it might go for another week, but we really want them to tell us about their plans for their own channel, which is about their love affair. You know, I can say that because we've been hoping that this would be the answer, that this would be the end of the love affair and the beginning of a great and happy marriage. So what's going to happen with the channel?
Well, the idea of the channel is that we both wanted to have something that we could show the public about us,
Right.
you know, about our life. So we decided that we're both adventurous. We both like to get out and do things. We both enjoy, you know, going to different places and seeing different things. So we decided to call it The Adventures of the Hendersons.
The Adventures of the Hendersons.
In the Philippines.
Okay. You know that there was a program in America where, didn't the Hendersons have this shaggy, friendly monster?
Yeah, it's called Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons. Now, when we first met Dewayne, he looked like Harry. We've managed, well, Dewayne has been cleaned up by lovely May, okay? So he's looking a lot more human now, but he is the Antarctic adventurer, and he has an incredible job, which they're also going to be doing. You are going to be, after January, you're going to be back in the Antarctic, which is almost, for most people, would be like being on the planet Mars.
Yep, exactly.
And you're going to be sending some of those interesting, fascinating videos from the Antarctic. This is a totally unique thing that's going to be happening here, quite apart from this love affair between two lovely people. Well, it is.
It is a love affair.
Love affair.
Lovely May, people have been hoping and waiting for you, and you know that a lot of hearts have been broken by you.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh yes, a lot of hearts have been broken by you finding Dewayne.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You know, a lot of ships have crashed on the shore when they saw you get married.
Sorry.
Yeah, especially with the torrid, right?
With the torrid.
No torrid. She's insisting on what they torrid word.
The stories?
The
Torrid.
torrid word.
Oh, yes. Well, everybody saw the marriage, and how much more torrid could it have been?
Yes, she was just so passionately attacking me in the mayor's office.
Right. Actually, somebody did comment and say that wasn't torrid, it was a peck on the cheek, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, the channel. People really want to know about this channel, because you were going to start a channel over a year ago, and everybody got excited about it, and about 30 or 40 people said, I'm in, I want to see this channel. And then you flaked out. You quit.
Yeah.
And now you're... So, what?
So the beginning of the channel is we decided that it's been such a very complicated process for us to get married here. So we documented it. We've actually went out and tried to capture all the things that we had to do in the process of getting married.
As possible that we can.
Yeah, as the best that we could. We captured our prenups.
Yeah.
What they call prenup here is not the same as prenup in the States. So
Right.
prenup here means
It's actually pre-wedding pictorial.
pre-wedding
Yeah,
pictorial.
Those things that you have to do according to Philippine culture and law in order to be able to get married. Beth and I
Yeah.
had the same thing. What did you do?
We actually went to the adventure park
Yeah, for our prenup
and
pictures.
for the Sea of Clouds.
We went to
It's
the
one kind of adventure day for us actually. For both
Yeah.
of us. So one thing that we want to do with our channel is actually just share our life together and the adventures that we going to have as a couple and soon to be parents hopefully and then our life together, right?
Yeah, and then and also give advice and guidance as to life here in the Philippines for a couple, for
Yeah.
for an intercultural married couple, as to the things that we
Yeah.
experience, what we go out and do, where we go. If we experience something, we'll share it with them to say, hey, we are now in Tubigan, and here's what we're experiencing in Tubigan, for example.
Yeah.
Or maybe we go to Palawan one day, and one day we will.
Now I can see two big points of special interest in your particular
Yeah.
marriage. You're much younger than Dewayne, and you're not the same culture. Like you just said, cross-cultural. So those are issues that you're going to be able to shed some
Yes.
first light on.
Yes.
How do you see yourself doing that?
Openly and honestly, truthfully. I mean, we want people to see us for who we are. We're not there to put on a show or do anything. We want people to see us as we are, as we interact, the life we experience together, the issues we have to deal with, the things that we have to work together on as a couple. Not just, a glam shot here, a glam shot there, but actual life itself.
Yeah.
And we want to see people realize that just because there are differences between us, that
It doesn't mean that love doesn't exist.
yeah, love doesn't exist. We can
Right.
definitely show we can definitely show the world that, we're together because we love each other.
Yeah.
And that we want to be together and we're happy together.
Now we did have one comment from one of our subscribers, and he described you as the most beautiful girl in the world.
Oh.
Seriously. So that's why I say there'll be a lot of broken hearts, that you are getting married, because people sometimes see things on YouTube and they have hopes, and there probably would have been people who hoped that they would be able to meet you. Well, too bad, because they're
bad.
too late,
They're
okay?
too late now. Yeah, and to back up to the civil wedding part of it for just a second.
Yeah, what happened there? Why
Well, okay,
people still haven't got that?
people don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Okay, I have to be truthful. I'm a divorced person, so I was married in the past and I got a divorce. We went through the church. We're going through the church for a church wedding, and we're doing everything by the church requirements that the church says we have to do to comply with a religious wedding. Well, last week, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Actually, just last Sunday.
Last Sunday, we found out from the pastor that's going to conduct our
That's-
wedding
In the church?
in the church
Church.
that by the church bylaws, or the laws of the church,
Yeah.
he's
Our
not
church.
our church, that he's not allowed to wed us because I'm a divorcee. So he told us that the way that we had to do it, so that he could conduct the wedding for us and do our church wedding, our garden wedding that we wanted to have,
For our wedding to be legal.
legal,
Yeah,
legitimate,
legal.
and legal, that we needed to do the civil side of it first and do a civil marriage with the mayor in the town. Well, when we found that out, we came straight back to Taliban. We contacted the city administration and found out when could we do this so that we could do the legal documentation to be legally married by the city's ordinance, whatever the regulation
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
so that we could have that license and certificate in hand, so that when we have our church wedding on Saturday the 24th, that the pastor can conduct the ceremony and have a religious ceremony for our wedding to, what's the right word? Not marry us, but to actually,
Well, it's as if you are having the union
Officiate,
blessed.
yeah.
Yes.
A union blessed and officiating of the wedding itself.
So normally what would happen is that the pastor would be authorized by law to be able to do both the religious ceremony and the legal ceremony. But because of the divorce situation, he could not do both. So the legal side of it had to be done by the mayor.
Yeah.
And then the certificate from the mayor is taken along, and once the pastor sees that, then he can then do the church.
Exactly. That's
That's
exactly
the
what
way-
it is.
that's the way it
So
will be.
we were in a quandary because the mayor is going to be busy next week with some meetings and other things, and the only option we had was this past Thursday
Why it
morning.
was a
That's
rush.
why it was such
Yes,
a
at
rush.
8 o'clock in the damn morning, for God's sake.
It was a rush for everybody because
Yeah.
that was the only window we had that we could actually get it done and then get the certificate in time, because we'll get the certificate on Wednesday, and our wedding's going to be Saturday. So we had to do it Thursday morning, yesterday morning, to get it done, to get the certificate, to make it legal so we can get the certificate next Wednesday, so we can have our wedding on Saturday and it be blessed by the church.
Let's hope they're not on Filipino time.
Oh, I
Okay.
hope so.
But it was actually rushed for my parents to rush.
It was, yeah, her family, everybody was rushed. Her mom and dad were, her mom and dad are still in a state of shock right now because it happened so quickly. No, but they're okay with it. I think they're happy for both of us. Her mom and dad are very good people,
As long as we're doing it right.
and as long as we're doing it right and we're following the procedures and doing,
Yeah, because there was a little cultural difference there by the fact that you're both in the same house. So
Yes.
getting legally married was one of the considerations that they might have had,
Yes,
which
and
could be dealt
I
with.
want to clear up something on that too. Everybody's thinking, okay, I got the apartment for Lovely May back in August when I was still in Antarctica. We got the apartment because it was such a great offer. We didn't want to lose that opportunity to have that good apartment. So I told her, get the apartment now. You can stay there till I get there. And then because
In fact, she stayed there with her,
Her brother. Her brother.
also stayed there.
her brother Ariel stayed there with her. And I think in some of the videos you can see Ariel in the videos too while he's there. So when I came back from Antarctica, yes, I'm staying at the apartment, but 90% of the time she's at home with her family
Yeah, during the...
because of that issue. We didn't want
Yes.
there to be any compromise. The apartment's ours, yes, of course. We're getting
Yeah.
married. It's going to be the apartment we live in. But we got it early because it was such a great deal. We didn't want to lose that opportunity.
But you've dealt with this situation before when
Oh.
you and Lovely May also did some touring and some touristy things in the islands which involved staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
How did you handle that?
We took her little sister with us.
Yeah.
Her
Her
little
sis-
sister is how
Little
old?
sister.
Her little sister is 15
50.
Now.
now. At the time she was 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Say
at the-
14.
So at the time she was 14, and so we took Giselle with us.
So
And-
she's a young adult.
a young adult, and
Yes.
the two of them always stayed together so that they were fine.
Yes.
You know, it was all legitimate. It was all done respectfully and respect to the family, because it's not how people see us. It's more we're concerned how the people see her as the family, and we want the family to be respected as well.
So it's not a question of trying to explain for those who inevitably are going to think the worst. It's a matter of knowing that the way that they handled this is something that other subscribers may have to come up against and handle in the same way. And Filipinos generally, especially Filipinas, will never go anywhere alone. So this is something that is a normal thing in the Philippine culture. When I used to go anywhere, I would never go alone. If Nanay goes down to the road, she never goes alone. Always there is somebody with her, and there's always somebody staying in the house with her. As Lovely May stayed in that apartment,
With the
she
brother.
would stay with the brother. She would never, it would never occur to a Filipino think to stay there alone. And so that should be explained and gotten out of the way.
Yeah. So, because we've seen some comments and some different things, and we thought maybe we should clear that up, because there's no issue of we have an apartment, we're living together before we're married.
No.
That's not happening. It didn't happen.
No.
And we're legally married now. We're still not living together because we are respecting the religious side of the ceremony, and we will not commensurate our marriage is not official until next Saturday when we have the official church blessed wedding. And then we're going to Hong Kong 2 days later for our honeymoon.
For the honeymoon.
That's
So the honeymoon's not even started.
Yeah. So the rumble will be in honeymoon. Will be in Hong Kong.
The rumble will be in Hong Kong.
I have to say that Nanai told us at the dinner table the other night, she said, I already have my speech. If I'm called upon to speak at the wedding, I have what I'm going to say. What are you going to say, Nanai? Rock and roll! And that's what she said that she's going to say. So we're going to encourage Nanai to speak at the wedding, definitely, so that she gets to say her piece.
Yeah.
So when can we see the YouTube channel?
It is supposed to be set up today. And
It's already set up.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
It's
But
done.
I will start uploading the video when we,
Get back to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now you went over the how to, and you're familiar with how it's all going to be done. So you're good on all of that.
Yes.
You've been to the
best
the
school.
Oracle. You've been to see the Oracle,
Yeah.
Beth.
I already post their link to the comment section on our
Okay.
videos, their videos on their
So
wedding.
it's set up. We just need to start putting in the videos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now, just to make another point, which you will obviously confirm, and that is that there are more than one YouTuber are going to the wedding, and so the only fair way to do this was to say no one is going to do any videos. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show you any of our film, because we've agreed that that's the fair way to do it. But they're having a professional group come in, who are going to come in, and they're going to make a polished professional film, video film, about the whole wedding.
Yes.
And
It's going to have videographers, photographers,
Right.
drone specialists. It's going to
Right.
have the whole works. We're going to have the whole package put together, and then we're going to put that on our channel, and then from our channel others can share it and stuff.
and it's going to be good because they spent 150 pesos on it.
Yeah,
No, a little bit more than
a little bit more than that.
That's $3.
A little bit more than that.
But anyway,
a little bit more
it
than
will
that.
have some close-ups. I've seen one of these films when my son got married, and they are good. There's a lot of really good music that you will have been able to choose some of that music.
Yeah,
yes?
we've actually selected a lot of the songs that are going to be played at the wedding and during the ceremonies and stuff, and
Right.
that'll be used. Yep.
So this is not just a stranger's idea of what you look like.
No,
this
we're-
is very
we're-
much an interaction.
We're heavily interactive into
Right.
what's going on with it.
That's great. So it will reflect a lot of what's in your hearts
Yes, exactly.
about this special day.
Yep. And it'll be. I'm not sure what the length of it'll be, but it'll be a pretty good length. I'm sure, maybe an hour. I'm not sure, or more. But whatever it is, as soon as it's all completed and finished, it will be officially posted on our channel, that everyone
Right.
can see it and
And
share.
that's what we'll all be waiting.
And that's what everybody's going to be
To see.
waiting for, because just to be, like you said, I want to be fair. There's there's bloggers and vloggers, or whatever the term is, like broomers and
Vloggers.
brooms and vrooms. And
Intrusion.
I just said to Lovely May that I'll try to catch if I can.
We'll we'll be using the GoPro for that because you can conceal it into a hat. And just
But
kidding.
yeah, and hopefully within a couple of days or a few days after we've completed the wedding, we should have it back
Yeah.
from them, edited, completed, put together, and then we can get it posted online before we take off to Hong Kong.
Right. So, can you just tell us again, just to repeat, what's the name of the channel?
The Adventures of the Hendersons in the Philippines.
They never rehearsed that, did they? Okay, so we're going to say thank you. It's been great to talk to you, and it's great to have you in our lives.
Oh yeah, this is family.
This is fun.
This is our family. We're all one big family.
So would you like to close our way that you know that we close our videos? Please, as you're going to have to do it yourself. Please.
Please like,
Please like, comment, and share, and subscribe.
There we go.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye for now.